skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing but is sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my
All right, fam, drop that comment down below, hit that like button, share this video. Let's get started for some theft. All right.
Inconceivable!
Are you ready for some theft, beaches? Come on down, beaches. Let's go. Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome
Oh yeah.
to the Daily Swole.
Welcome to the Daily Swole. Testing. Test. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1729 of the Daily Mother, the Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Get some gorillas because I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Where's my yow? There's my yow. All right, fam, drop a comment down below. What are you working on today? Today's episode of the podcast. What'd you smash today? Drop that in the comments. Did you go to the fucking gym? Did you get your pump on? Did you? And today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Everest and K2, flexing on all you bitches. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Let's get into today's episode. Drop a comment. What did you smash today? We got some awesome SwoleFam posts. It is Friday, January the 29th. So I hope that you did delete. I hope you did unfollow and unfriend and clean house. Let's talk about what today's episode is all about. Every single Friday, if it's your first time listening to the Mancast, if it's your first time tuning in live, make sure that you drop that comment down below. Drop some cherries in the comments down below if it's your first Mancast. Now, hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. It definitely helps a lot. Hit the like button, drop a bunch of comments. Of course, we got people tuning in on the private SwoleFam Discord. We got people on Facebook, on the Swolenormous page, and of course, the ever popular Daily Swole channel on YouTube. You can also follow the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe everywhere and check out our other shows. The Swolenormous Audio Experience, Red, White, and Swole, and the Swolenormous Procast just dropped a brand new Swolenormous Procast. It's available now, episode 12. And stop dropping cherries if you're not new. I'm tired of it. You're not a born-again Swole virgin. It's not your first time. I don't buy it. I ain't fucking buying it, Eric, Josh, Kashina. Not a chance I'm buying that shit. So, where was I? So Fridays, according to our 7 pillars, pillar number 1 is community. So community is your environment. It's what you surround yourself with. It's whom you surround yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself with positive people? Are you listening to positive things? Are you reading positive books? Are you staying focused? Or are you surrounding yourself with negative people that are dragging you under? So Friday is a perfect day because a lot of times you might not be working the same schedule. Your kids might be home from school. Maybe they're still home and they've never left for the last 10 fucking months. But hopefully you're back to your routine more or less. And a lot of people are surrounding themselves with negativity. And sometimes you can't get rid of that negativity. Sometimes you can't avoid negativity. It might be your family and you live with your family. It could be your coworkers and you obviously work with your coworkers. If it's really close in your inner circle, man, it's hard to get rid of that. So we can get this started today too. Drop a comment down below. What did you take care of today or this week? What's the latest status for your thinning of the herd, for your tightening of the circle, for your fuck 'em Friday? How many of you did some deleting and some cleansing today? So just a little bit of a reminder. If you have not yet done it this week, you should absolutely, every time you listen to this episode, oh shit, I got to check my phone. I got to delete some worthless contacts. I got to unfollow some pages on Instagram that I don't even look at, that I don't care about. I just am subscribed, and you're getting eye fucked every time you open the app or TikTok or something like that. So you're getting eye fucked with whatever you follow, whatever you click on, whatever you listen to. So you need to make sure that you're paying attention to that. You really do. You need to make sure that you're monitoring that. You need to make sure you're staying on top of that. All right. So pillar number 1, community. It's your environment. Community is your environment. Mow your fucking lawn. Take out the trash. Get rid, delete, unfollow. Tighten your circle today, tomorrow, every single day. But Friday is a great reminder of that. So let that be known from the Swole mountaintops. Delete all that bullshit.
Bullshit.
Delete all that bullshit. All right. If you don't know what the 7 pillars are, head on over to swolenormousx.com. Download your copy of the 7 pillars today. It's a super simple, and it's over there. And you can join the SwoleFam today. Before we get into it, reminder that there's only a few more days, probably the next week, we're going to be wrapping up the Fuck Your Resolution special. So don't miss out on that. Still got 3-month and annual options available. Don't miss out on this opportunity. You could also get started with the SwoleFam membership for less than $5. Please go check it out. It's time to make sure that you're getting your shit in order. You get access to Swole TV, exclusive daily Swoles every single week, private for members only. We have our weekly accountability meeting, which is coming up on Monday. We got new releases coming. We had new releases. We dropped a brand new Raw series. We dropped 2 new yoga classes, 3 new recipes, new workouts for Swole Mastery. So lots of fucking awesome shit. And I'm stoked that you're here and welcoming all the new members. We'll get into some of the SwoleFam posts in just one moment. So make sure that you're focused, your head's in the right place, and we can help you do that inside SwoleNormous X. So learn more, swolenormousx.com. Let's get into some tip today, fam, shall we? Let's fucking get into it.
Just an inch.
We got to bust this beach open. We got to bust this beach open. We kind of get into the tip a little bit early. Let's bust this beach open, shall we? Drop a comment down below. What'd you smash today? Who did you delete? Whom did you delete? Let's get this beach out. We're already in the tip too. Put some respect on it, beach. Look at that sexy tip. And Leo, my God, I mean, I guess it is Friday, but please, Leo, seek some help. Leo, get some help. Can someone get Leo a hotline, please? You need to get some support in your system, in your circle. You need to get some support. You need to get some help. Please, Leo, seek help now. Hashtag Fef for today's Swole card. Again, fuck 'em Friday. It is lit like all the tits. Let's get into the first post of the day.
What's in the box?
We had some tip. We got into the tip a little bit early. Should we go into the tip again? Should we go into the tip again? Should we go into it again? Should we do it again? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's go back into, let's take the tip out. All right, let's take the tip out. Let's go back in.
Babe,
Oh.
just an inch.
Yeah.
Just an inch. It's cold outside.
Second time's a charm. 'Tis it not? Okay. So let's go into the first post today. This one's from Sarah. And Sarah gave us permission to share her awesome pictures. Look at this shit. Sarah says, stats, starting weight 360 pounds. The left photo is 300 and the current weight is 185. In under 2 years, I went from a 55-inch waist and 65-inch hips to a 30-inch waist and 42-inch hips. I say, what? I took photos and measurements because sometimes you're going to need them to prove to yourself that you worked really hard. The memory is a tricky place, indeed. It's like seeing 2 different people when I look at pictures of myself from 2 years ago versus today. I can hardly believe how much being overweight affected my face. I honestly don't remember seeing myself as this heavy, and this was 60 pounds into my weight loss. But that is why we take pictures. The memory is tricky. Take comparison photos, measure, and good luck, fam. This is awesome. Look at that. Let's get some more gorillas.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
That's fire.
Wow.
You're looking great, Sarah. Looking absolutely fantabulous. And we could touch upon that for a second. The memory is tricky. You're going to remember, you always remember things differently. You remember ex relationships as a lot better than they were, or sometimes worse than they were. You just don't remember things clearly. You more or less remember the story that you tell yourself that gets compounded over time about those memories. But you got to take those before pictures. Pictures, 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 pictures. You take pictures, those are not going to lie, especially if you take them in the same lighting, with the same clothing on or lack of clothing, underwear, bathing suit, something like that, where you can see the actual changes. That's fantastic. Good for you, Sarah. All right, we got some action over on Discord, the private SwoleFam Discord. For those of you that are members, you log into your account and you go to your Get Started series, and you can find the link right there under Swole Text from Bottle of Dreams on Discord. Hey fam, I'm on my way home from, what we got here? All right, is that Netherlands or is that France? No, France is vertical. Is that Netherlands? Is that Sweden? No, that's not Sweden. There's no blue there. Norway? I don't know. Someone, what are those flags? What are those flags? Get me up to speed here. I'm on my way home from these two places where the gyms are currently closed, and who knows how long that will last. Oh, it's Finland, or is that Romania or something? Okay, Finland and Netherlands. Yeah, it sounds about right. I was kind of close. Not bad. Finland, is that correct? All right, let's just assume Finland and Netherlands. Close enough. They're in the same area. Makes sense. I'm on my way home from Finland to the Netherlands, where the gyms are currently closed, and who knows how long that will last. FYI, they were never closed in Finland. Well, there you go. They were never closed in Finland, at least private ones, so I'm annoyed. However, I need to finish my studies and empty my apartment eventually. So in order to get training done, I took my hula hoop with me, and I will buy kettlebells in the Netherlands. All right, well, or in NL. So it seems like we were right. I just had to read a little bit first. I have lifted for 2 years now. I also run quite often for the past few years. However, I'm not super familiar with the ways to utilize kettlebells in training aside to how to squat with them. So any advice or resources are welcome. Well, there's endless amounts of resources online, but if you have unlimited access, you could start off with the Swole 7 kettlebell workouts. There's also tons of stuff online. You could Google anything from, there's, what is it? Strong First. That's one place, but there's a lot of great kettlebell stuff. It's just the basics. You learn the basics and then boom, you can customize your own complexes, but we got some inside Swole 7, the kettlebell section, if you are an unlimited member, which you might not be, but good for you. Stay focused. I keep on saying, and I've said this many times, if you don't have a lot of space, okay, if you do not have a lot of space, you don't have a lot of money. If you're trying to have general fitness, if you want to combine strength, cardiovascular capacity, and mobility, okay, if you combine those, if you want mobility, if you want cardiovascular capacity, if you want strength, you want power, there is no single piece of equipment that you can do all those with the same way, or as efficiently, I would say, as a kettlebell. There's very little. Kettlebells are amazing. Kettlebells are amazing for the diversity of your training that you can have. Trying to stay away from that word. I got a sound for, where's my diversity? There's my diversity button.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Yeah, he's right. So Swole 7 kettlebell is great, but man, what a great piece of equipment. So if you're looking for your next piece of equipment, whether you're at a gym or you have a home gym, whatever, man, kettlebell is fantastic. So a dude, if you're kind of like relatively new to lifting, or you're relatively new to kettlebells, a 35 or a 40 pounder is great, 16 kilograms, or more, you'll ramp up pretty quickly, but anywhere between the 16 and the 24 is great for dudes. And for chicks, you just go a little bit lighter than that. I think it's the was it the 12 kilogram or less, maybe the 10 or the 12, I think is the right weight. So I'm trying to think more in kilograms than actual poundage, but you could do so many different exercises, not to mention single arm. You could do double, sometimes, 2-arm kettlebell swings. You could do 1-arm kettlebell swings. That way you can really get that core stabilization. So fantastic. We got one from Deandra, new member. Welcome, D. Drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments. Welcome, D. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? All right. Hey, guys, just joined the SwoleFam yesterday. I just wanted to get some accountability with my eating habits and get some help with my binge eating. So I live with my family and they usually have regular junk food around the house. The problem is I can go a week with eating clean, but then I break and end up binge eating a ton of trash, or I'll try to have a little to try and avoid it. But when I start, I can't stop. That's always what you're going to tell yourself. I'll just have a little bit just to get that craving out of the way. What I want is to not crave these foods and get rid of my desire for them, but I honestly think I'm addicted to them. Even when I'm not hungry or full, I can't put the fork down. Any tips or advice? Because asking them to buy the food or to hide the food so I can't get to it isn't an option for me. Oh man, this is such a tough question. So you could drop your thoughts down below. This is really hard stuff. I'm not really sure what kind of advice I can give you, to be honest. If you can't control your environment, this is the hard part. This is why the 7 pillars are so important. So let's talk a little bit about why the 7 pillars work. And you can drop down in the comments your experiences by adopting and focusing on the 7 pillars every day, because I want to read some of your stories and your thoughts on it. These are the things that you can control. What can you control? You can control your environment to an extent, of course, but that's why your environment, I'll explain, I'll extrapolate that. You can control your nutrition. These are things that you're able to control, not whether or not in your situation you have the best optimal control, but these are things that you can actually control if you work hard at it to gain control. Because there are some things in this world that you can't get control of no matter what. You can't control what the president of the United States does. You can't, as an individual, you can't control what your cousin does across the United States. I mean, you can't control certain things. You can't control the weather. You can control how you react to things. You can control whether or not you react at all, whether you expose yourself to those things. You can control whether or not you choose to bring an umbrella when you go outside. It might be raining. You made the choice to adapt and you grabbed an umbrella so you don't get soaking wet, whatever it is. So what can you control? Like, you're able to control your environment. You have the ability to work on your environment. You have the ability to control what foods you eat. You have the ability to control your training. You have the ability to control your recovery, your mobility, your mindfulness, whether you practice brain gains or not, and whether or not you're consistent with all those things. So that's what you can control. That's why they're so important, because most people are worrying about shit that they can't control. They want results fast. They want a quick fix. They want a fucking shortcut. Well, that's not realistic. It's just not realistic. And it's really hard to give advice, because if you can't tell them to buy different food or hide the food so you can't get to it, you're not able to control your environment. You literally cannot control your environment, because one of the fundamental things, if you have a bad habit you need to break, you need to make it invisible. Deandra, I would recommend checking out the book Atomic Habits. It's a great book. And one of the principles is you have to make bad habits invisible. You have to remove them from your environment. You can't have them there. Otherwise, you're going to fall back into it. It's a habit for a reason. A habit, addiction, all these different types of things. The thing is with junk food is that it's usually already made. You don't have to cook junk food. You don't have to put junk food together. You have an impulse. You are dehydrated or tired. So you have this craving for sugar. You just open candy or you open ice cream and you just spoon it into your mouth. It's not as easy. Hey, let me just take out a grass-fed steak and season it and then cook it for a few minutes. And then it's more of conceivably, it's more of a process and it's less instant gratification. So you just grab for something really quick. You grab for something that's just been preserved on the shelf, or it's in your fridge and it's, whatever, just pure sugar. So these are all things that are, it's very easy to eat that shit food. But you have to get rid of these things in your environment. You have to control this somehow. You can't just do it on willpower alone. That's going to break. And is there no way to communicate this? Let's see. I live with my family and they usually have. Is there any way to communicate this with your family? Have you communicated this with your family? I know you're not here live. This is a posted question inside the private group. So we're just kind of speculating, but I'm sure a bunch of you already dropped comments there. Make sure you go and comment on this post. Just kind of putting this out there. It's really hard because if you can't control your environment, what are you going to do? Seriously, how can you, if you're an alcoholic, think about this. If you are an alcoholic, how are you going to break that habit by, you can't keep it in your house. That's ridiculous. It's the same concept. People don't want to look at it the same way because they'll feel too much shame. Oh my God, you're demonizing me. It's just cookies. It's just candy. It's just soda. These are addictive foods. They're addictive just like drugs. Okay? This is one of the reasons why people are getting so sick in this country and dying all the time. If you're having complications with viruses and illnesses, it's because you have poor metabolic health. We've been saying this for years. You got to eat the right shit. This is going to negatively affect you if you don't take care of your health. Even if you don't look morbidly obese, you got to be healthy. Take care of yourself. So keeping stuff like that in your environment, just think of the equivalent. Think of the equivalent as being an alcoholic and keeping, but I can keep an alcohol cabinet. I can keep drinks in the house. I'll just resist it. I'll just use my willpower. Sure. Positive words united. That's one of the reasons I really love being in an apartment. No longer living with family means I'm in charge of my food. That helps me so much. It's all on me what kind of food I have, 100%. Let's see, Robbie, I would also say to tell them that you are really serious about losing weight and that you would really appreciate it if they hid the food so it'd be less easy to just go and snack at it. If you're an addict, though, you're going to find it. Hiding the food is only going to go so far. What if she finds it? It can be like that. That might not even be enough. That's my point. Hiding it, well, then you know it's hidden. Not to mention you're able to go purchase your own. That's not the only risk. But yeah, most people, when you talk about weight loss, they just think, well, eat less. They don't understand it the way we discuss it. They don't understand it the way we discuss it. They don't understand. They don't think of food the way we discuss it. That's the problem. Oliver, when I quit drinking, I had a friend over and we poured out my booze. Get rid of it all. Do you eat to mask feelings? You might want to dig down deep and be honest with yourself. Obviously, also, thank you, Oliver. Also, those of you that are, if you have a counselor, you need to get a counselor. You can go to a therapist if you're able to. I would recommend that. Get someone physically in your corner. You could also do Skype sessions as well in some cases. Yvonne, my family is insistent on everything in moderation, but I know how easy it is for me to binge. So I tell myself that food isn't for me, that food isn't for me. The only food I can eat is the one I prepare myself. That's willpower, though. If you're seeing all the candy and the junk next to you, if you're truly an addict, and a lot of people that are binge eaters, they are addicts. They're addicted to bad habits too. So it can be a bunch of different things. David, my dad is the complete opposite of her family. The moment I put on any weight, my dad just tells me I'm fat and I need to lose weight and stop eating junk food. Well, that's the facts over feelings type of generation. You got a bunch of snowflakes today. Everyone wants their feelings protected and they can go on Twitter and be like, oh my God, so-and-so is mean to me. You got kids turning in their parents and shit. Everyone's going fucking nuts with social media. Everyone's losing their fucking mind. But here's the thing. Again, it's Fef. That's the perfect post for Fef, is it not? It's the perfect post for today. So again, pillar number 1 is community. It's your environment. Mow your lawn. What do you surround yourself with? Surround yourself with shitty food, shitty people. At the same time, if the shitty people are your family, and I'm not saying your family are evil because they keep junk food in the house. I'm not saying they're evil, but they're obviously not on the same page as you. If they're not actually interested in helping you out, or they're just not willing to be healthier themselves. You would think that people in 2021, especially after 2020 with the virus going around, you think they would take care of their health more, but no, they just keep on pretending like a shot, like a vaccine is just going to not all of a sudden take care of all all their ailments. They're not going to get diabetes anymore either. Diabetes and heart disease go away with the vaccines, you hear? Like, it's ridiculous. People are just waiting to get a shot and they're not taking care of their health because it's easier. It's not going to make you any healthier. It's not going to protect you anymore. It really isn't. You don't take care of your health, you're still going to be screwed. I'm not saying from the vaccine standpoint, but you know what I'm talking about. It's not going to take away all your other shortcomings and your other health issues. All right. Hashtag FEF. Hashtag FEF for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's take another one from DJ D Quell on the SwoleFam Discord. Hey guys, just joined the SwoleFam. What up, D? So let's see. I'm 23, Jamaican software developer, lover of cardio, don't judge, and I'm here because I need to be held accountable. I've been eating way too much trash, which leads me to binging. I'm honestly tired of it. Well, there you go. Good to hear. Good to hear. Glad that you're here and glad that you're ready to focus on the right shit. Get your shit together. All right. If you got a question, you could drop in the comments, ask Papa Swolio. Remember, hashtag FEF for today's Swole card. And we got to delete and unfollow. It feels like today is an extra special FEF. We need to really get rid of. We need to tighten up circles, fam. Got to tighten up those circles. Shannon, when my sister visits, she's always commenting on how I don't have anything she eats. I told her it's because I don't eat like her. Yeah, and she can adapt or don't visit. Adapt. You can adapt. Nick, I have a feeling if there were 2 bottles of Coke in my fridge, they'd last maybe a day before I drank it all. Oof. Kashina, don't bring the food in. If it's the house, you are going to want it. If it's in the house, you're going to want it. Sometimes out of sight, out of mind really does work. It does work. It's the only thing that works. It really is. It's the only one that works. The only one that works, because if you keep it in your environment, and out of sight isn't out of the house, there are people that are really addicted to food that will go looking for it, that will go hunting for that food. So, no matter what it is, get it away. Get it out of your face. Get it out of your environment. Get it out. As far away as you can. Pour it out, throw it out. Let's take some questions from Instagram. If you got a question here, drop in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. There we go. That was a good one. Well, good. Fappy Appy. I used to be an alcoholic and went sober 2 years ago, and there is alcohol in the house, but I had quite a few bad experiences and won't touch it again. Well, good for you. Good for you getting control of it. It was a little bit weak. That was a little bit of a weak burp, but that was because I had some bone broth and put some water on top of it. It was a nice watery, oily burp. So it was nice. It was extra nice.
Yow. Come on, man.
All right, let's take a question from the Shinstagram. If you got a question right now live, ask Papa Swolio. Drop in the comments below. Cheyenne Rauf. Cheyenne Rauf. Cheyenne Rauf. Cheyenne Rau F. S. Cheyenne Rauf. All right, different ways to read the name. You never know. Let's see. All right, Papa Swolio. How do you tell fat positive people to go fuck themselves?
What's your name, fat body?
You don't. I mean, I guess I do sometimes. Depends on how egregious their postings are. You just don't. Ignore them. Ignore them. You don't need to go tell people. You don't need to tell them to go fuck themselves. If they cross your boundaries, let them sit in their corner in their shit box and complain. I think you got to be nice. I think you should be cordial or respectful if someone's bringing you respect. But if someone's talking nonsense, or just don't fling shit unless you're sending a message with good intent. As long as your intent is pure, that's what you need to make sure of. Don't just go harassing people online. I've been getting my posts blocked like crazy. I've been getting a lot of community guidelines violations on TikTok. So they started restricting my views lately because I did some duets. Now I stopped doing any kind of titles or reactions on duets because apparently facial expressions can be offensive. So I just started staring at the screen without any hashtags, without any caption. I'll just do the duet, stare at the screen, and then post it. And I had two posts. One was for, I guess, harassment and bullying, and the other one was for, I guess, graphic content. However, they weren't really that. They weren't that. And the original posts that I duetted were still up. So how does that even happen? How does the original post stay up, but then my post with no reaction, nothing, gets removed? Crazy. So just ignore people. Ignore people online. Don't get into flinging shit. I do posts and stuff like that, but that's my thing. That's what I do. Just don't go starting picking fights. However, if it starts coming into your world, if it encroaches on your fucking business, stand up for yourself. Seriously, stand up for yourself. Don't let people push you around. Everyone's letting others push them around, especially with this woke bullshit. Everyone's allowing themselves to get pushed around. Don't. If you have a job and they're trying to get you to do like the bullshit anti-racist training and stuff like that, like get a lawyer. You can say no. Protect yourself though, but be smart. You don't have to bend over for that bullshit. You don't. Here we got another question. Jedi mind tricks. What do you put in your hair? It's so nice. Why, thank you. Well, I do wash it on occasion.
Yow.
He's heating up.
Oh, Falcon, give me a break. Sit down. Hashtag FEF, by the way. Hashtag FEF for a chance to win today's Swole card. I don't put anything in my hair. It's just a shampoo and a conditioner. I do not remember. People ask this before. I forget which one it is, but I use it every couple days. I don't really get too sweaty. I just go in the sauna. Once I go in the sauna for a day or two, then I wash my hair. Once it gets a little greasy from the sweat from exercise and from the sauna, but I'll have to look into that exactly what it is. Mama Swolio gets it. She's the beauty person. She likes all that. She has all the insights there. So I couldn't tell you exactly what it is. But look, oh, hey, someone just said it. Bone broth hair treatments. No kidding, though. No kidding. Good sleep, good nutrition. I eat a lot of fucking collagen and bone broth. I get a lot of grass-fed beef. Man, I eat a lot of the things that will make hair, skin, and nails look good. And I get a lot of sun. Of course, it's genetics too. It's genetics, I suppose, to whatever extent it is. I mean, I'm not bald. That's going to be genetic from certain people. My grandfather on my mom's side had a thick head of hair and a thick beard, and his hair went all white. So maybe eventually, maybe in the next 30 years or so, I'm going to have just white hair, just Santa Claus, just Swole crinkling it. That could be really intense. But long hair and beard for the win. I don't know if I'm going to be that old guy that's holding on to long hair way too long, like way too long. You know what I'm talking about? Those old guys that just have long hair, but it's like, dude, you're just holding on for dear life. You're really pushing it. You know what I'm talking about. But seriously, nutrition is so important for health, for hair, skin, nails, nutrition, big time. Let's see. Hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Gandalf the Grey, Gandalf the Swoledolf, Gaindolf. Actually, I have that shirt. I never released that shirt. I got to release that shirt. It's been around for like 2 years. I never posted it. Fuck. Forgot. Almost forgot. All right. So let's see here. We got another question. MC Wolfit. Wolffit? MC Wolffit. McWolffit. All right. Let's see. What's your favorite hamstring exercises? I need mine to grow. Well, you know how I feel about favorites. So, all right, favorites. Let's see. Some good ones. Romanian deadlift with a barbell, with dumbbell, with kettlebell, single leg Romanian deadlifts. Fantastic. Kettlebell swings for your whole posterior chain. Even deadlifts are fantastic. Full deadlifts, but Romanian deadlifts, kettlebell swings, single leg deadlifts. Also, you can do Nordic curls, but usually need some good apparatus to do so. You could do glute ham curls. If you have one of those rollers you can put your feet on, you can roll your hips, do like the roller curls. Lying leg curls with a band. Yeah, the standard leg curls, but different positions, standing, single leg curls. I would mix it up. I would overload those hamstrings with a lot of those compound movements, but also make sure you're hitting them. Make sure you're getting your glute activation too. Make sure you're actually hitting your glute accurately. That way you can get that glute ham tie-in. But I love me some Romanian deadlifts. There are some other ones that I might not be thinking of right now. Might be brain farting. But those are some good ones. You don't need a lot of variety. You just need to hit some basic ones really hard. And one of the best ones to overload is to do Romanian deadlifts. We did get a question before in the chat. I think I saw it, but then it got pushed up. Ohio Fisherman, Papa Swolio, how do I time my carb intake after physical activity? Don't worry too much about that anabolic window, or if that's what you're referring to, but I would keep carbs minimal. If you're trying to lose weight, I don't know what your goals are, but you could just eat them. I just eat them afterwards. I might have a couple tablespoons of honey before I train or after I train, some fruit, but then I just eat my food afterwards. I generally do lower carbohydrate. I shouldn't say lower carbohydrate. I really don't keep a close eye, but I do eat a lot of fruit and stuff sometimes. I had some white rice yesterday, last day or two. Felt it felt all right, but I generally don't have a lot of carbohydrates. But you can have it afterwards. Like just consume it. Just don't have them too late at night. You don't want to be consuming too late at night. It's going to negatively affect your sleep. A lot of people that have issues sleeping at night because they eat too late at night. You're lying down, then you can get a lot of like acid reflux in your throat and your esophagus and issues digesting, or the depth of sleep and the quality of your sleep. All right, hashtag FEF for a chance to win today's Swole card. Good question. If you got more questions, you could drop it down below. Let's see what we got here. Let's check out this one. From the Discord. Hello, I have a question. For a long time, I had swollen ankles, more like the area from ankles and above, and I don't know why. I'm actually slightly underweight, but my ankles look like my sister's, and she's chubbier than me, overweight. So any idea? I would show you guys, but I'm too embarrassed. So you have puffy or swollen ankles. You might have issues with. It could be something that you're eating. Could be a food allergy. Could be overall hydration. Are you standing on your feet a lot? I got that when I was eating. Remember, I had like the pickles. If I have like too many olives. I mean, if I have Celtic sea salt or Redmond salt, I'm fine. But if I have too many olives, or if I have, my mom was like that too. If I have pickles or something like that, I can get a lot of swelling in my ankles. So I would definitely refer you to a physician. I'm not going to sit here and diagnose you. So it could be circulation. It could be a bunch of things, but it could also be what you're eating. Could be nutrition wise. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like, oh, just cut out this and you have a circulation issue. So I would recommend looking at your nutrition if you want to follow up with that, but recommend seeing a physician. That way you can rule out some of the other things. Like hopefully it's just a lifestyle thing. Yeah, I don't want to, I would hate to be, oh, well, you're fine. Just don't worry about it. And then you had a major issue and that was a warning sign. It's just, gotta cover my ass, but also just my conscience. I can't just tell you, oh, you're fine. Write down what you're eating. It could very well be what you're consuming. I just don't want to give you bad information. Yeah, Celtic sea salt's the shit. Dan Bagji, I guess. Is that you say your name? Can or Dan? Oh, Can Bagji. A good name. Seriously, I'm thinking to start a gym at home after your daily TikToks. I always thought, why should I hurt myself every day? But you have seriously good impact on me. Why should I hurt myself every day? You mean with training, with exercise? You don't hurt every day. It feels so good. You feel like you worked. It's nothing bad. The soreness is good. When you start training, it's this, oh my God, I'm sore. What is this feeling? This is horrible. But once you start exercising, it's not that you want to damage yourself, but that feeling of soreness makes you feel tight. You know you hit it. You know you did a good job. You know you broke it down. You know you overload yourself. You know if you do the right things afterwards, you're going to grow, you're going to repair. That feeling of soreness, that feeling of I expelled energy is fantastic. I love that soreness feeling. I don't know if that's what you mean, But yeah, look, I think it's great. I think it's great if you go to a gym. And when I say go to the fucking gym, that could be right in the same room that you're in. That could be in your basement. That could be in your garage. I just want you to go wherever it is that you fucking smash. I don't care where you go. I don't care where you actually get your pump on. The world is your gym. You can make it happen. So you can get it done. I just think you shouldn't be dependent, especially now after the quarantines and stuff. Everyone should be aware, oh, I need to have some backup at least, because you can't tell when shit's going to go sideways. Never know. You never know. David, is anyone else excited there's going to be a Mighty Ducks TV show with the original Coach Bombay? Emilio Estevez needs some work, huh? That sounds like a train wreck. Not going to have the original cast. I don't know. Is anyone excited? No. All these reboots. Now it's cool once in a while, but then once you get all the reboots, you're just like, all right, everyone just wants to get a little fucking money grab. Fuck you, Hollywood. I don't get too excited with those things. It's probably going to blow. Is it on Disney Plus? I wonder if they're not going to redo it. Are they going to do the same names and recast them, or are they going to have they're probably going to have to do a whole new storyline. Yeah, there's no new ideas anymore. Everyone's bored. No one's got new shit. You're like, let's just make let's make a Fast and the Furious 10. Fuck it. We know those are going to make some money. There you go. Everyone loves that soreness. Let's see. Fappy. Papa Swolio, I've been getting some tightness on the backs of my knees, kind of like a pinch or something under the skin is the best way to describe. Like a rubber band getting pulled hard. Am I pushing too hard? I couldn't even tell you. That's such a vague description. I couldn't assume what you feel, what it is, what your sensations are. That's pretty reckless of me if I was to say that. Some tightness on the backs of my knees. Like in what position? When you're exercising or just in general? Could be your popliteus, could be hamstring, could be some kind of tendonitis, could be some kind of, I don't know, just soreness. Maybe you hit something really hard one workout and then it just hasn't fully recovered yet. You didn't really notice it. A rubber band getting pulled hard. That's not good. That's not a good thing. Legs straight mostly. Yeah, I couldn't really tell you from just the question. Hard to say. I'd have to see and couldn't tell you exactly what you're feeling. Legs straight and it feels tight behind your knees. What have you been doing for training? You asked me if you're going too hard. What have you been doing? What exercise have you been doing? You have a lot of muscles that go behind your knees. You have the popliteus muscle that actually just unlocks the knee. You have the crossing over. You have the biceps femoris. You have the semimembranosus, semitendinosus. You have a bunch of muscles that are crossing back there. You did total body ignite. I know that doesn't help me. I don't know total body ignite off the top of my head. I know it's my workout, but I don't remember exactly the whole thing off the top of my head. It could be one of those stabilizers. It could just be whenever if you're doing stability exercises, you feel it during squats coming back up. Hard to say. Squats coming back up. And it's behind your knee. And also the thing is with feeling something in a certain spot, you have referral points. So it doesn't necessarily mean exactly where it's coming from. That's where you feel the sensation. It doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly where it's coming from, or that's the source of your discomfort. So it could be one of the hamstring muscles. When you're doing things like total body ignite, when you're doing these types of workouts that do supersets, I thought it was like raining. If it's raining, I have to go and close the blinds. Yeah, I would go and check with it depends if you have a therapist or someone that you can go and reference. So what was I going to say? When you're doing stabilization exercise, a lot of these small crossover muscles, these small little joints are these insertion points. A lot of times that can get overstressed just because you're not used to doing single leg stuff. So if it comes from some exercise like that, it can easily have maybe challenge you more than you realize. And one of those smaller stabilizer muscles or one of those insertion points is kind of got a little aggravated from stabilizing the joint, and you just need a little bit more time to recover. You don't memorize them all. My workouts, do I memorize them? No. I don't memorize all my workouts. Oh, I did that workout. Oh, okay. I just brunk. There's only like 1,000 in there. I appreciate that. The thought that I'm just like, I just have it all in my brain. It's all in my brain. All right. We got some hashtag FEF. Good questions, fam. Good questions. All right, so hashtag FEF for a chance to win today's Swole card. All right, read some more comments down below. Yeah, some recovery yoga might help. If you're not doing, maybe check out one of the Swollen 7 mobility workouts. Not mobility, repair workouts, but I would recommend focusing a little bit more on yoga and seeing if that helps, or you could see a therapist. Which of the bicep does, what do you mean? It works your whole bicep. Don't worry too much about the different heads. All the different heads. Very simple. The Zotman curls go up and go down. You'll get a little brachialis. You'll get a little bit brachioradialis. You get all the muscles. It's great. You get the forearm extensors. Zotman curls are great because you're getting that pronation. I love Zotman curls. Reverse curls, they're all good. They're all good, but those get a little bit more auxiliary. All right. Good questions. Good questions, fam. Hashtag FEF. I think someone asked me. Oh, I saw that.
That's deep.
I think someone asked me before. I missed the comment. Good question, Cerny. But it does work. You could do hammer curls, reverse curls. Zotman curls are a nice combination. It's a nice burnout too. Someone asked me. I saw it, but then I had to move past it for a second. Anna L. Yeah. One more question. Are you still off the coffee? How's that going? I am. I am off the coffee. How's it going? It feels fine. It feels fine. I'm having good workouts. I'm just substituting it with I'm having more bone broth and feels good so far. Curious. Interesting. I mean, I wouldn't say I feel good. I feel good. It's nice not having to worry about making coffee. Honestly, it's one less thing to think about in the morning. But I noticed that once it was only, just fine. It just feels normal. It almost feels weird not drinking it. I would say the habit still feels weird, not going for coffee or going to grab coffee or going to make coffee. I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking coffee right now. Oh, okay. But I don't feel like I'm missing anything. It's interesting. Surprising. I thought it was going to be a lot. I thought it was going to be really hard for me to pull away from it, but not really. So I'm not sure if I'm going to drink it anymore or what, but, yeah, just kind of doing that for now. Megan Kakmarik RD. Anyway, let's see this post. We got a post. What we got here?
What's in the box?
Yeah, that's why I did it, Chris. Chris says I sleep 1,000% better with no caffeine. It was hard to kick. That's why I'm doing it, so I can sleep better. And I'm feeling better when I do sleep. This post on Instagram says, psst, psst, liking desserts isn't a weakness. It's just being human. You don't need strength. You're allowed to eat desserts and move on. Let's stop using the word weak to describe our interactions with food. Unless we're talking about coffee. Nobody has time for weak coffee. Well, I'll just do a Matt Damon because it's fun. Well, That's because people are trying to depend on willpower because they're surrounding themselves with addictive foods. If you surround yourself with addictive foods, you're going to feel weak when you succumb to it because you have to use willpower because you're surrounding yourself with a shitty situation. If you don't surround yourself with a shitty situation, you don't need willpower. You can still reinforce your habits and your discipline. And you don't have to worry about this fucking shitpost to begin with.
He's heating up!
Boom. Liking desserts isn't a weakness. Of course. Does your body want a pure injection of sugar? Sure. Is it going to kill you? No. But at the same time, it can definitely send you down a fucking spiral, and it definitely doesn't help you get to where you're going. So, I don't know. Use those fucking things. Use that fucking logic carefully, because that kind of logic can really send you down. Yeah. Just justifying cheating, justifying eating shit. I don't like the justifications. We don't need more of that. When we live in a society where we have 3/4 of the population are fucking overweight and obese, people are dropping left and right from poor metabolic health, dealing with severe outcomes of COVID, when healthy people are fucking not. Like, if you take care of yourself, what was it? On Saladino's podcast, he was talking about like the objective studies that show that visceral fat is the number one cause, or the number one factor for having serious COVID outcomes. I mean, that's common sense. You look around all the charts this whole fucking year, 2020, it's always been obesity. Oh, obesity. You know, all the stats. Okay, all the stats, heart disease, cancer, all those stats gone down. The same amount of people this year are dying as every other year. It's just they're all being named as COVID deaths rather than the other issues. The flu disappeared, heart disease is down, cancer's down. Come on, man. Really? Yeah, they're all just magic. Oh my God, they're all gone. Wow, looks like we're healthy now. Oh, damn COVID. Sure. Okay. Well, if you're not healthy, you're going to have more issues. Take care of yourself. Oh, we got some pronouns afoot. Let's see what we got here. We got some pronouns.
What's in the box?
Yeah, we got some pronouns. We got pronouns here. Christine Byrne, she, her. I had no doubt that you're a female. I wasn't going to call you anything else, but thank you for reminding me that you look like a woman. Okay. You're a woman. Thank you for the reminder, because I was confused. I was concerned. I didn't know what I should call you. Nothing pulls me out of my anti-diet social media bubble than seeing a famous registered dietitian post about how our pets are too overweight and how we should be actively combating that. Yeah, you shouldn't have a fat pet, just like you shouldn't have a fat child, just like you shouldn't be fat. The fat phobia transcends species. God damn it.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
The fat phobia transcends species. Does it? I'll tell you what, you shouldn't have a fat pet. If you have a fat pet, guess what? Your pet's not exercising. You're not feeding your pet good food. Chances are you're feeding your pet kibble and all that stuff that you shouldn't be eating, that your pet shouldn't be eating. Animals deserve real food too. Why do you think Papa Swole is living to be 1,000? She eats better than humans. All right. Anyway, this is replied to by the fat doctor. Ooh, the fat doctor. All right. Is there actually any evidence that being overweight affects our pets? Honestly, since I got a dog, I feel like I've transferred a lot of my own issues and insecurities onto him.
Come on, stop whining.
Now I'm not only afraid of the doctor, but the vet too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, your insecurities, you're projecting that into your pet. Well, you didn't want to have a child, so you had a pet. Calm down. You'd be damaging a child if you weren't damaging your animal. Another response. So would you say something like a corgi that was overweight, in quotes, overweight, would have no negative consequences from being that way? And then Christine, who is apparently a dog expert, it just seems like such a crazy thing to zone in on. Let pets live and be happy. Jesus Christ. Do these people care about anything but themselves? Seriously, Everyone wants to act like this is so compassionate. Do these people care about anyone but themselves? This kind of mentality is nonsense. Humans, animals, creatures should not be overweight, like obese. It doesn't make sense. No animals are like that. Oh, but a walrus looks fat. Oh, shut up. Shut up. There's no reason for a dog to be fat. There's no reason for a human to be fat. You live in a land of plenty. It's a good sign that our society is able to feed people to the point of obesity. At the same time, you wouldn't have the problem if you're eating better foods. I mean, we're very fortunate to have the ability to feed hundreds of millions of people way too much food, but it's also a side effect of the garbage quality of the food. It's not really food. We're feeding people, but we're not feeding people with real food. We're feeding people with goddamn garbage, corn and soy and monocropping. So you can't really say, oh, well, we're feeding so many people and everyone, we live in such a society of abundance. Everyone's obese. That's not good. That's not good. If you were feeding them real food, chances are they wouldn't be obese because they wouldn't be eating the same excess because they'd be getting dense nutrients. And if they're exercising more and working, of course, the shutdowns, people can't work and do shit. They shut down the gyms. They shut down all the things that people can do. So you can't go anywhere. You have to stay in your fucking room and just eat, and you don't have any money. So you have to buy cheaper food and you have to try to find and scrape and just fucking people over. Anyway, I'm just ranting. I'm just going off.
He's heating up!
Anyway, I don't like this post. Did you notice? I didn't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan. Let's see. Oh, we get some more. This one oh God, she keeps coming back. We got another one here.
What's in the box?
These people keep on coming back for more. Like they keep on coming back. This is from Bish. What's up, Bish? What up, Bish? Reminder that the BMI scale was invented by a racist mathematician, not a doctor, for the purpose of eugenics, and he himself even admitted later that it was and is not representative of health. Okay. It's still very, very accurate and works. The reason why it's used today still is because it gives you a great idea from someone who doesn't exercise. It's really worthless. The BMI is really not that good if you start exercising and building muscle. It's not accurate. But for the average person, yeah, it gives you a very good idea of how they take care of themselves. An idea. It's not the God. People go after BMI as if anyone uses BMI as the only method of telling whether someone is in shitty health. Okay, of course, with a BMI scale, you say, oh, you're morbidly obese, you're obese, you're severely obese, blah, blah, blah. Most people think that someone who is morbidly obese now, most people think that someone who's obese now, today, is overweight. I mean, I listened to podcasts and people are talking about being 5 or 50 pounds overweight as just being overweight. That's obese. If you're fucking 50 pounds overweight, man, you're just talking semantics. You're just doing little measurements. Oh, that number's not too high. Look, if you have a gut, there's no reason to have a gut. There's no reason to have extra human. BMI is just one method of measurement. It's one method of measurement. Everyone acts like, oh, because BMI, of course. Well, doing measurements doesn't tell you everything either. Stepping on a scale doesn't tell you everything either. You can hate on a scale, and they do actually hate on the scale. You can hate on measurements and clothing sizes, and they do that. I said doo-doo. But come on, man. Give me a break. A racist mathematician. What the fuck does race have anything to do with it? Bish, you need to go get a fucking hobby. You need to stop worrying about shit that never has affected you or anyone that you know. Give me a break. Shabless Hilaire responds, I have always said that your weight isn't always conducive of how healthy you are as a person. Jesus Christ. I gave the example of 300 pounds person being healthier than someone who's 150 pounds because of genetics, diet, and lifestyle. I was told I was stupid. I'll tell you again, you certainly sound that way. If you are 300 pounds, you're not healthy. You're not healthy. What you just gave is an example of two people that are unhealthy. The person who's 300 pounds is unhealthy. And the person that's 100 pounds or 150 pounds that has poor diet and lifestyle, they're unhealthy too. There's two unhealthy people. Why does it always have to be this person's less healthy than this person? Yo, enough with it. Enough with like who's winning and who's losing and oh, what color is their skin too. We have to throw that into the mix. There are many, 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 many people that are unhealthy and has nothing to do with independent of weight. I'm not going to say it has nothing to do with it. Absolutely. There's 150-pound people that are very unhealthy. And if you're 300 pounds, by default, especially if you're not 7 foot tall, you're not healthy either. You know why? Because you have a lot of extra fat. You have a lot of extra human on you, which is not normal. It's not good. It should not be average and acceptable. My God.
Matt Damon.
My God. Good Lord, man. Good Lord. What a feff. What a feff. All right. Hashtag Fuck 'em Friday. Hashtag Feff, and we'll give away this car. We got one more shitpost. You do one more? Let's do one more. It's a Feff. Remember last week remember the Feff got cut off? Let's go deep on this Feff.
What's in the box?
Remember the Feff? Yeah. The Feff got cut off last week. Remember that shit? Oh, by the way, the internet took a shit when I was going to go live earlier. So earlier this afternoon, it went out for like another hour. The same time I was streaming last Friday. The internet went out again. It must be some kind of Friday checkpoint or something. But the same time last week, I didn't go live at that time. We're going live now, obviously. But earlier today, around the same time, I was on the computer for a second and the internet went out for like the same amount of time. So same time, same, but different. God, I don't want the internet. Comcast shouldn't be like, oh, fuck 'em Friday. Fuck Papa Swoleo Friday. No, Comcast. Give me my service. Give me my service. Okay, shitpost. Ooh.
What's in the box?
Trying to stop those Redders from those stonks, that game stonk, fam. That stonky stonk. Yeah, how about that shit this week? I'll have to cover that in fucking in Impact or Red, White, and Swole. Comcast is terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. The fact that I have internet, the fact that I'm able to stream, it's kind of like still magic, so I can't really complain too much about it. Just sucks when things don't work. And regardless, it's always like, oh my God, I'm going to get so angry at Comcast. How dare you? It's like they're giving me the ability to stream to everyone. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what to be angry about. No, like, what's the point? What's the point? They're creating this kind of magic connectivity. I have to give them a few bucks. All right. Okie dokie. All right, here we go. We got some from Dr. Rachel Milner. Okie dokie. All right, stop whining. Come on. Stop whining. All right, here's a post on Shitstagram. Fat kids have always existed. They always will. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with fat kids. There's a lot wrong with the fat phobia that harms kids.
Matt Damon.
I think this is going to default to, I think she's a parent, which is unfortunate. She reproduced. As a parent, you need to teach your kids. You need to teach your kids how to take care of themselves. I'll leave it at that. There's nothing wrong with fat kids. Oh, I wholeheartedly disagree. The difference is I don't hate fat kids. So that's what everyone, am I going to bully fat kids? No, I will not. Am I going to yell at them? Am I going to throw things at them in the streets? No, I am not. But there is absolutely something wrong with fat kids. How can you say that? How can you say that? You're trying to not to, I'm not saying it to little Timmy. You are a terrible person. You're awful. You shouldn't exist. Your dad should have pulled out. I'm not saying that. That's what these kinds of fucking wokesters are trying to disseminate. Yeah, fat is not good. It's not good to be fat. I don't care what fucking age you are. It's not healthy for you. It's not good. It means you don't have good habits. And if you're a kid, it's even worse because it means your parents are not teaching you properly. And that, in many cases, looks like child abuse to me from the outside when I see what people are feeding their fucking kids. So go fuck yourself. The caption says, we need to do better. We harm all kids with fat phobia, but especially fat kids. Fat kids have always existed and always will exist. As adults, we have a responsibility to stop harming them. God, fuck you. God, I hate that. This fucking
First,
chick is a
take a big
nightmare.
step back
The stupidest
and literally
shit.
Fuck your own face.
God, what a dumb cunt. We have a responsibility to stop harming them. I do not like this picture. I do not like this post. This is so stupid. We have a responsibility to stop harming them. You have a responsibility to teach them better and lead by example. It's not good. Bullying isn't good. That's why I get so pissed off when TikTok says I'm bullying and I'm harassing. No, I'm not. They don't get fucking parody. They don't get satire. And they don't get that health is the most important thing that we could be doing, things that we can control. You're not harming your children. It's called educating. It's called parenting. So parenting is harmful now. Really? Is parenting violence? Is parenting violence? Give me a break. All right. Hashtag Fuck 'em Friday. Hashtag Fef. Drop in the comments down below. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Daily Swole on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Check out all our shows. Brand new drop on the SwoleNormus Pro channel. Brand new Procast. I know. Brand new Procast. Check out the Red, White, and Swole on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Check out SwoleNormus Pro and the SwoleNormus Procast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also check out the SwoleNormus audio experience. And for those of you that are not yet members, very nice. What are you doing with your life? Go check out the amazing offers. Fuck Your Resolution specials are ending shortly. Don't miss out on the 3-month and annual options still available. Save big, go deep with the SwoleFam. We got a lot of stuff coming, and we got some new releases coming on Monday, beaches. That's you. That's you. Yeah. Oh, and there's also a brand new Nuts on Chin coming tomorrow. Yeah, I will have to do I will have to do some salty sack on this one. There's going to have to be some knock. There's going to be some salt. This is going to be, God, I'm going to have to go hard on this one. Look at this. Look at who liked this post. Intuitively eaten and others. Yeah. Not intuitive eating. I've intuitively eaten. I've ate intuitively. Annika, am I the only one who doesn't articulate as much as Papa when I swear? I want to make sure that's specific. I want to make sure you know exactly what I said. I want you to know exactly the words that I said. Boom. Every consonant. Will Tessie make an appearance on your NOC? Well, you have to watch and see. I can't give away details. I just can't. Swole card time. We got some swole card time. Who we got? Who's the Fef? More NOC unplugged. Oh, all right. We'll get Swole TV. We're kicking up into gear. Who's got some Fef? Who wants some Fef? Come on, Fef. Come on, Fef. Come on, Fef. Just noticed a little chip 667. Congratulations. Oh, what a juicy day. Chip 667. So, of course, this is over in Discord. So I don't know who this is, but Chip 667. Congratulations, Chip, over on the SwoleFam Discord. Congratulations. Everyone say congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, be nice, you fucking babies. Be nice. Come on, stop whining. Oh, come on, stop whining. Send us an email, chip667 to support@swolenormus.com, swolecard1729, and your mailing address in the body of the email will get you that swole card. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So we have, let's say today's Friday. So tomorrow is Swole Saturday. And then we got Ask Papa Swole live on Sunday. So I'll take all questions, tons and tons and tons of questions on Sunday. And we got our accountability meeting private for members only. Remember, if you want to join, swolenormusx.com, and you'll never miss a single episode. And that the private live stream will stream live inside Swole TV, as well as the private Facebook group. So you have a choice whether or not you want to use Facebook or not. So that will be awesome. And we'll get some new releases coming for Monday. That's the best part about the SwoleFam. You get new releases every fucking week. Every fucking week. Nothing like it. All right, let's nut this Beesh. Put her away? Let's put her away. Come on, Beeshy. Come on, Beesh. Come on, Beesh. Enough. Can I close out the show without you dipping in, please? Thank you. Thank you, Falcon. For fuck's sake. Oh, sweet, sweet princess. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. The Falcon just wants a snack. Well, you can't have. Fuck off! Fuck off! You can't have Falcon. Jesus, can I play my fucking instrument? Can I get this done? I think I'm gonna go here in the corner. Very nice. Get my piano. We can see the nuts. Beautiful thing. Look at that nut. Look at that sexy beach. Oh yeah. Oh, we got it now. Oh, baby. Well, thank you so much for joining me for episode 1729 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Oh yeah. All right. Very good. Extra juicy as it should be. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow for 1730 Swole Slut Saturday. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube at The Daily Swole. Check out TikTok at Papa Swolio and also The Daily Swole. All our shows over on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. The Daily Swole, Swolenormous Procast, Swolenormous Audio Experience, Red, White, and Swole. Check it all out. And we'll see you tomorrow for 1730. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose. Yeah, boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket.
All right, we did it, Falcon. We did it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yep, well, made it through another amazing episode, and you didn't interfere once. I'm actually impressed. You weren't a complete twat for one episode. Thank you, Falcon. Thank you.
They sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm